Once you have populated your title list with images and videos, our next thing is to start to build our menus. For this, we'll need to go into our menu tab. The first thing we want to do is drop in our menu backgrounds. I do not want you to use the templates. You have to create all your own material. So I'm going to grab my main menu and I'm going to drop it under Insert Object or Menu here. And I'm going to do the same with the rest of my menus. If you would like to name them to keep track of them, simply double click and type in the name. Make sure you're constantly saving so that you do not lose any of your work. Now if I refer to my planning sheets, my flow chart, and my sketch of my main menu, I can continue to build my menus. I have the first background image here for my main menu, and what I would like to have are 4 buttons and an image. The image I want to have is the crest. So I'm going to go into my image folder and I want to bring in the crest. If I just drop the crest in, it's going to replace my image. That's not what I want. So we're going to go up on the top and look at these tabs. We're in menu because that's what we were importing. We also have a button tab, which is where we get our interactivity, and we have text, where we can put in different labels and text on our menu. In this case, we actually need to go to the button tab. Although this won't be a button, I want it to be, which is right about there. Again, I'm not going to make this a button, but I will need to be under the button to do this. Since we're here, if we look under button, we have styles, and here's where we can make buttons invisible. If you have text, and let's say I wanted the word portfolio to be a button, I could make an invisible button and put it on top of the word portfolio. If I had drug in a video, it would be a motion button, and I can keep it motion or I can turn that off. Attributes in this case are basic image settings. Playlist is for a button. What will this button play? This is going to play nothing, so we're going to leave this blank. I could put a frame on any of my buttons or my images, and then if I wanted a shadow, I could add a shadow. Remember, the red dotted line around this outside edge is your safe title area. So if you put any kind of title or writing outside of that edge, it is possible that it will be cut off depending on what kind of monitor this is projected on. So keep your main information, your main titles, inside that red area. Okay, so I have a frame, and the next thing I want to do then are my buttons. My buttons in this case are just text. So I'm going to go to the text tab, and I'm going to double click and type in my text. Pretty simple buttons. I'm going to make these black. I'm going to set the font that I had chosen, and I'm going to set my sizes. And in the same way, I'm going to put in the rest of my text buttons, and I'm going to set the style for those. Now that I have created the text that will be my buttons, I need to link the buttons to my other menus. So image editing will go to my image editing menu or images, and all you have to do is drag it and drop it. And you'll notice under playlist, under text, we have images. So that's where it will be directed to. On animation, click on it, drag it, drop it, and do the rest the same way. If I want to make an image a button, like this image over here, you'll notice when I click on it, the button comes up and it jumps right to the playlist. So if I wanted this button to go to a menu, I could highlight it by clicking on it, and then simply grab and drop whatever menu I wanted on it. To get rid of this, because I don't want that to be a button, I just hit the X.